Yo, what's up, peeps? It's your boy, Atypical Security Guard. We are on the commute. Your boy is heading into work, driving through downtown Portland, doing the dark car shit that all of the security tubers are doing. Everybody, welcome. Good morning. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're motivated to get to work today and do your job. None of this half-ass security attitude. Everybody go in today with the attitude to separate yourself. Guys, today I want to give you one tip, one piece of advice. Like all of my advice, take it with a grain of salt. If you don't want to adhere to what I'm about to tell you, that's fine. But if you're one of those few people who listen, who take heed, who take advice, not just from a guy who's been working in the security field, but a guy who's worked in business for the past 20 years, a guy who has gotten almost to the ripe old age of 50. This is some great advice that can help you, not just in the security industry, but can help you across the board. So let's get right to it, guys. Listen, my one piece of advice, regardless of where you're working, if you're working for a security company, let's say you're working for G4S, AGS, Securitas, Maxim, or if you're working for a mom and pop security company, if you work for yourself, this might not apply directly, but indirectly, the contract holder that you're working for, whether that be a grocery store, a retail chain, a bank, whatever type of establishment, one of the best pieces of advice that I can give you is one of the many times that you're on your phone, that you're scrolling through shit, go onto the company's website. The company's website that you're working for, the company's website for the site that you're located, and do a little research. And the research that I want you to do is I want you to find out the tree of management. Find out who the manager at your location is. If you don't know, you should know who all of the players are within the location that you're currently working. Who are your managers? Who is your daytime manager? Who's your nighttime manager? Who's your mid-level manager? Who's the new guy that's 22 years old and just got promoted? He's a low-level manager. And then you need to go to that website and you need to find out who your district managers are. You need to know who your regional representatives are and what they do. All of these corporate sites, almost any business, you can find this information out, right? Clearly you can utilize LinkedIn. Clearly you can utilize any of the corporate sites. You can literally type in your Google, who is the president of Walmart? You can type in who is the regional director for the West Coast for Best Buy. And the reason why I'm telling you to do this is because you should know who these people are, so that the absolute second that they step foot on the property, you can greet them with a handshake, with a look in the eye, and a hello. I cannot tell you how valuable this one piece of advice is. Addressing someone by name with a firm handshake and a look in the eye, while you're squared away in your uniform, you're on your post, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, will give you unlimited benefit that I cannot even describe to you. Now, what could be some of the benefits of being able to do this? Well, number one, you immediately separate yourself from all of the other security guards that you work with. Aside from that, you separate yourself from a large amount of people that work for that company. Guys, think about it. If we're talking about a Walmart, or we're talking about a Walgreens, or we're talking about a Best Buy, many of the people that are in the employment sector across the board, that work for these companies are no different than the people that work in your company. You guys know, hopefully, because you're watching this channel, you're not falling into this category, but you know that you work with people that could give a goddamn fuck about the business. They're there to collect their check. They could care less. They don't care how they make the company look. They don't care how they make the industry look. They don't give a shit. They're there for themselves. They have no desire to rise above. They have no desire to break the mold. You know people like this. And there's people like that in every company at every single level. So when that regional director, when that national VP, when they step foot into that business to do their audit, to meet with their employees, to walk the floor, you don't think that they realize and recognize that a vast majority of the people that they're responsible for have no idea who they are? It's an ego thing on one hand, but it's a respect thing on the other. Guys, listen, when I was in the military, you better have known who your company commander was. You better have known who your base commander was. You better have known that that major just got promoted and was looking to move up the ranks. Guys, if you didn't have the wherewithal to know who these people were, to address them properly when you saw them, it wasn't going to work out well for you. A lot of people say, listen, I'm not in the military. Hey, I get that. But decorum and respect is decorum and respect. And it goes a long way, guys. Listen, the benefits of being able to recognize, know, and address the people that are in the corporate structure for the companies that are requiring the service of the security company that you're working for works out like this. If they are requesting that you're at that site, when things get lean, and in a security company and in the security industry, things always get lean, your hours are not necessarily guaranteed, but they are very, very much more secure. If the people at the top are requesting that you be there, the people at the top are requesting that you be at that location when a high profile visit happens. The people at the top request that you be there when something serious is reported to be going down. An employee needs to be removed. Somebody is stalking one of the VPs and they want you to walk them to their car. Guys, listen, that is when you are elevating yourself above others in your company. And that's when the real opportunities start to open for you. You want that opportunity to be a manager, where you're working in a company that has 200-300 people? Start getting nods of confidence from the people that sign the check, the multi-million-dollar check that goes to the company that employs you. You want to have an amazing reference when you go to work for another company, or you go to start some business, or you need a vote of confidence from somebody in a high place to get you onto that law enforcement agency that you so covet. Start to know, start to converse, start to be valuable to those high-level executives in the company that your security guard services. You got to tap into the source, guys. This is within your own company, and this is within any company that your company services. Now, when I say this, there's one small thing that you have to remember. If you're a fucking idiot and you can't articulate yourself, if you can't hold a conversation, if you can't talk at the level of your audience, forget everything that I said. Forget everything that I just said. The problem with a lot of people is you don't know you're an idiot. But if you can't hold a conversation, if you cannot talk about things that are above your pay grade without getting your company tossed out the door, then I would say don't do this. But for those of you who have half a brain, are somewhat intelligent, and are somewhat articulate, this is a great piece of advice. It's invaluable, guys. This is not tactical. It's not sexy. It's not a hip toss. It's not an arm bar. It's not a handcuffing technique. It's not shooting. It's not CQB. It's none of the cool shit. But having someone that represents a multi-billion-dollar company be able to point in any direction to any aspect of business, of management, a loan officer, having that person be able to sign off on you and say, oh yeah, that's a good guy right there. That's my guy. That's my guy. Let me tell you about this guy. It's worth its weight in gold, people. As always, I want you guys to watch your six. I want you to elevate yourself. I'm praying for all of you. Praying for all of you to have peace as you work today. To not allow yourself to get triggered. To not allow yourself to get baited. To not allow yourself to do anything other than what you are supposed to be doing today. I pray for you guys to be safe. I pray for you guys to be valuable, not just to the company that signs your check, but valuable to the community, the greater community of security, the greater community of your neighborhood, of your area. Pray for you guys to be great. Go out there and you kick some ass today, all right? Let's go.